has the Bell Center become a pressure cooker, a crucible where the future of the Montreal Canadiens blue line is being forged or perhaps traded away? Can you feel that electric hum, that growing anticipation, as a young Swede named Adam Angstrom isn't just knocking on the door, but seemingly kicking it down, demanding a spot, and in doing so, forcing the Canadiens to confront some truly monumental decisions? This isn't just about a prospect. It's about the very identity of a team in transition, a high-stakes gamble on youth and potential, and the agonizing choices that could define their next era. Welcome, hockey fanatics, to a story that's rapidly unfolding with all the drama and intrigue of a playoff overtime thriller. We're diving deep into the heart of Montreal's defensive conundrum, where the emergence of Adam Angstrom, a third-round pick from the 2022 draft, is sending ripples through the organization, creating both excitement and a palpable sense of urgency. The whispers around the league are growing louder, the scouts are buzzing, and the question on everyone's lips is, will Engstrom don the iconic Habs jersey, or will his undeniable talent become the centerpiece of a blockbuster trade that reshapes the Canadiens' roster? According to the astute observations of Marco D'Amico, senior news editor for RG Media, the situation is reaching a critical juncture. Adam Angstrom isn't just knocking on the door. He's yelling into the intercom, D'Amico emphatically stated on the Star and D'Amico show. He painted a vivid picture of a player whose performance is so compelling, so undeniable, that it's forcing the hand of the Canadiens' management. This isn't a slow burn. It's a rapid ascent, a meteoric rise that has accelerated the timeline for difficult roster decisions. Less than a week into the regular season, Engstrom has already made it clear he's ready for the big show. But here's where the plot thickens, where the strategic chess match truly begins. D'Amico articulated the core dilemma with piercing clarity, whether he's included in a trade or he bumps somebody out of the lineup that gets included in the trade, something's going to have to give sooner or later, right? This isn't merely about finding a spot for a talented player. It's about the delicate balance of a roster, the intricate dance of asset management, and the ruthless calculus of building a championship contender. Engstrom's brilliance is a double-edged sword, a blessing that simultaneously presents a significant challenge. Let's rewind a moment and appreciate the journey of this young Swede. Engstrom spent his first season with the AHL Laval Rockets in 2024-25, where he quietly, yet effectively, amassed 5 goals and 22 assists over 66 games. Those numbers alone hint at a solid, developing defenseman. But it was the buzz, the intangible energy surrounding him heading into training camp that truly caught the attention of those in the know. D'Amico confirmed this, revealing, "I know for a fact that scouts really liked his game, going back to the preseason and walking by a few, and they are talking about Engstrom's ability. This isn't just fan hype. This is professional validation, the kind that makes general managers sit up and take notice. The early season performance with the Rockets has only amplified this sentiment. In the first 2 games, where the Rockets split their contests, Engstrom recorded an assist in each, showcasing his offensive instincts and ability to contribute. More importantly, D'Amico's assessment after these games was unequivocal. I thought Adam Angstrom was the best defenseman on the ice, and just that mobility is there. He's close to ready," D'Amico declared, a statement that resonates with the weight of professional observation. His mobility, his puck-moving ability, his vision, these are the attributes that translate seamlessly to the NHL game, making him an incredibly attractive commodity. However, the path to the Canadiens' blue line is not a clear one. It's a dense forest, thick with established talent and other promising prospects. The current defensive depth in Montreal is, frankly, formidable. You have veterans like Mike Matheson, who, despite having only 1 year left on his contract, still commands a significant role. Then there are the emerging talents, players like Jaden Struble and Arbor Shakaj, who have seemingly cemented their places in the top 6, at least for the foreseeable future. Their development has been impressive, creating a logjam that makes it incredibly difficult for any newcomer, no matter how talented, to simply walk into a spot. And then, of course, there's the elephant in the room, the other high-profile defensive prospect, David Reinbacher. The number 5 overall pick in the 2023 draft, Reinbacher carries the weight of immense expectations. His professional career, however, has been marred by a cruel string of injuries. After a brief audition the previous year, he played only 10 games last season before a season-ending knee injury. And just recently another setback, a broken metacarpal that will likely sideline him until late October. At just 20 years old, Reinbacher is still considered one of the crown jewels in Montreal's highly regarded farm system, a player with elite potential. The temptation to use Reinbacher as a trade chip is undoubtedly there, a shimmering possibility for a team desperate to address other needs. But D'Amico offered a cautionary tale, a wise piece of advice against selling low on him right now. His suggestion is pragmatic. Give Reinbacher a fair shake, a short run of games when he's fully healthy to truly assess his development. Get him up. Get him a few games up and see where he's at with his development and make a decision, D'Amico advised. This approach highlights the long-term vision required in player development, resisting the urge for a hasty decision that could haunt the franchise for years. This brings us back to Engstrom and the strategic implications of his rapid ascent. The Canadiens are widely expected to be aggressive in the trade market this season. Their shopping list is clear, with a legitimate number 2 center sitting squarely at the top. Imagine the impact of acquiring a player who can consistently drive offense from the middle of the ice, taking pressure off the top line, and providing crucial secondary scoring. Such a player would transform the Canadiens' attack, making them a far more dangerous and balanced team. To acquire such a talent, however, requires giving up something of significant value. And this is where Engstrom becomes the pivotal piece. While Reinbacher's potential is undeniable, his injury history and current setback make him a riskier proposition in a trade right now. Engstrom, on the other hand, is healthy, performing exceptionally well, and appears close to ready for the NHL. His stock is soaring, making him the more valuable, more immediately impactful chip in any potential trade package. A top defenseman, especially one with Engstrom's mobility and offensive upside, would look incredibly appealing to any team looking to bolster their blue line while shedding a high-price center. So the stage is set. The Canadiens find themselves at a crossroads, with Adam Angstrom's emergence forcing a decision that could reverberate through the organization for years to come. Do they find a way to squeeze him into an already crowded defensive core, potentially moving a more established player? Or do they leverage his burgeoning value, using him as the key component in a trade that finally lands them that elusive number 2 center? It's a high-stakes game of poker, where the right move could accelerate their rebuild, and the wrong one could set them back. The future of the Canadiens, and indeed the trajectory of Adam Angstrom's promising career, hangs in the balance. What do you think the Canadiens should do? Should they hold on to Engstrom, betting on his long-term potential to crack their already deep defensive lineup? Or is he the perfect asset to acquire that much-needed number 2 center? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this deep dive into the Canadian strategic dilemma as fascinating as we did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more exclusive insights into the world of hockey.